Yo, mambo vipi? Leo niko na mgeni ambao nilikuwa natamani kuongea naye kwa muda mwingi sana. I'm so honored to have all the way from Nairobi. Amekuja Mombasa, hapa Mugshot. Mr. Churchill, film critic moja hatari sana. Churchill, karibu sana my brother.
Thanks for having me. Nice to man.
So,
welcome.
Abdulhab is
It's okay, brother. Yeah.
So, I know why you're here. You love film.
Yeah, I love films.
Churchill, tell us about yourself, kidogo too, so other people know you more.
Yeah, well, my name is Churchill Simbo. I'm a film critic. I've been a regular film critic for Cinema Focus KE, for about 3-4 years. So we cover local film and television for Kenyan and African content, but specifically Kenyan, but we do cover the whole continent. So I'm a film critic, I'm an aviator, I'm a pilot, I'm a writer. I wear many caps. But mostly here today, I'm this durag is the durag of a film critic.
Kiburi.
You have to.
So it's really good to have you here. I watch your videos a lot and see your criticism, which is very brutal, by the way, sometimes. So, how did you get into this, by the way?
It started in South Africa. I was training to be a pilot. And as a student, you have a lot of free time. So during my free time, I got a job writing for a South African publication called Photos of Solitude. It was good because I didn't even need a pay. I was such a young kid. They were like, you know what, we will be ferrying you to the rich city. It was the Beverly Hills of South Africa. It's called Sandton. They ferry me there every week, and I would get the chance to watch movies sometimes a month or two before they come out. So that was very good. That was my background. It was just a way to kill time. So when I came to Kenya, I wanted to become a director, become a screenwriter. I wrote a horror film. I got a very big name attached, a name who shall remain unnamed with this podcast. Thought it would be like Hollywood. You do the Tarantino way. You know, you have Harvey Keitel attached. Yes. You can get funding. But in Kenya, it's not how it works. Yeah. We tarmacked with this big name. We looked for funding, could not get it. So when they were looking for critics, when Cinema Focus was looking for critics, I thought, this is a good way to stay in the industry, to stay relevant, to stay in the know. So that's how it just by accident, it just became a film critic. But I have a deep appreciation for the art. People like Pauline Kael and Rosaris, Roger E. But I actually study film criticism as an art since, my life forced me to be one. So that's how I became one.
But you still want to be a filmmaker at the end of the day?
I still want to be a filmmaker at the end of the day, but that's a complicated tough subject which we're going to get into filmmaking in Kenya. Yeah.
So clarify about the films. These are Hollywood films that you used to watch in South Africa a month before the release.
Yeah.
Exclusive kabsa.
Exclusive. We used to
so if it's a new Marvel, whatever, you guys watch it first.
Yeah, we used to go to imagine Century Cinemax. Like the Century Cinemax of there is called Stakenako. We used to go to the headquarters, where the headquarters itself, and in South Africa they have such a good cinema culture because it was a collection of film critics from print, radio, social media. We all used to convene on one day.
In the theater?
Yeah, in the theater, and we'd watch 1 or 2 movies a month or two before the release, thought we'd all have our reviews ready to go. It was very systemized, Even if it wasn't for South African movies, it was Hollywood movies, because South Africa is part of that Western world. But yeah, it was a system together.
And it's appreciated widely. People actually read critics before they go watch movies.
Yeah, before they watch they look to the opinions before they
Can I ask you this question?
Yes.
You see, sometimes I like to criticize movies. I really like that. I write articles about that. But somehow, sometimes I think that is what is stopping me from making one. Do you have that also?
Yeah, that's true. Even apart from film, there's this maxim that people say, there's an idiot will jump into the field and get all the money, and your brilliant ideas, you stay deliberating, coming up with sheets, analysis. Yeah, it's true. It can be a hindrance.
It's helping. It's helping. When you are criticizing, it's helping. It's good. But also I find
for
myself, if I want to do, okay, how do you execute this angle? How do you do this? So it's a lot and times that you can't do anything.
I feel like the thing is you care too much. When you're a kid, you care too much. You feel like it's too precious.
That's nice.
Which is a pitfall. I don't think I fall into.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question. Do you think filmmakers should focus on pleasing the critics or the audience? Or just sticking to whatever is the art and just put it out there?
Well, there are different answers for different territories. I'm going to answer this, what I think Kenyan filmmakers should do specifically. Where we are in history, in our time in history right now, I think Kenyan filmmakers should prioritize the audience. And I can give reasons for that, because if you go to all these film schools and all these film gurus, they say, write for yourself. Sit down and write the script like you're not writing for anyone, which is a good thing if you want to come up with really good,
authentic
art. But where we are in Kenya right now, we need to make an industry that's profitable and self-sustainable.
Yes.
And we need to compete with the big boys. The big boys, the Hollywood guys, they make movies with the audience in mind. They're making movies and people are coming in the thousands. Because, yes, it's a little, it lacks integrity to do it that way, but that's what generates money, and those are the people who are competing with.
Yes.
So I think we should prioritize the
But
audience.
I think someone said film is a working man's art. So we should stick to that working man art, not make it too high.
Yeah, exactly. They treat film like it's Renaissance art, like that Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes, yes,
Only
yes.
20 odd people in the world can understand it.
Yes.
Film is.
But now let me ask you this: why should someone care about films? Why film is important? Can you explain more that for the normal person who's not like me and you and Nasir, who think about film every time? Why should film be important to someone?
Yeah, well, you know, film is someone once called film the ultimate art, because it's an amalgamation of everything.
Yes.
It's theater, literature, music, it's everything inside. And when you study film, like someone like me and all of us here, when you study film, you come to realize you don't just study film. You're studying everything film is about, and film is about everything. When you care deep, it's about life.
Yes.
Every film has like a different, this film is about this particular subject. So when you think about film deeply, you're forced to not only just think about film deeply, you're forced to think about life deeply, other subjects, and then it deepens your. In fact, I don't think I would be my way of thinking and how deep I think about every single thing. I owe it to me being a film critic and me studying how people like Pauline Kael thought and everything, how to watch a movie. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything, they will say, right? So how you watch a movie, how good you watch a movie indicates to me how good your brain works, or how, you know,
Your understanding and all
how
that.
your understanding of everything around you. But to answer your question, just straight up, I think.
But since you break it down, now can you tell us what is the most important element? Because it has story, it has a music, it has a picture, it has everything. What is the aspects that, as a critic, you think of when you are criticizing a movie? Take from the top.
Entertainment. Actually, when I'm criticizing a movie, I don't like to watch like a critic. Like, you know, some critics I hear walk into the theater with a notebook, writing, oh yeah, this check. Nah, I don't. We don't do that here.
That's nice.
We sit in the theater like an audience. I turn my brain off like an audience member.
Is it possible to turn your brain off?
Yeah, just to watch it like anyone else, just to
Enjoy it
funny,
fast.
enjoy it fast.
Yeah.
And then after is when I sit down and think, I liked this part. Why did I like it? This part, and look on those. I was dozing off kidogo. Why did it make me feel like that?
Yeah.
Because if I think of it as a critic, I'm like, other people are watching it like that.
Yeah.
I want to see how it makes me feel, just as a human being first, and then the critic comes later when I'm at home now when I'm writing my review. It's like, why did I feel like that? Then I can think. I don't want to think too much in the theater.
Do you watch it the second time or third time, or just once is enough?
I prefer to review it once to get that initial response, because watch it a second time, you know, it's kind of like cheating. You know what you look for. I like to get that initial. I only write a review after I've watched it once. I can watch it again later just for my own whatever, but the review I prefer to write after watching it
Now,
once.
what if you watch it the second time? It's like, I didn't notice this. Now this makes more sense. It could be happen sometimes, because a film, I think, should be watched more than once.
Yeah.
To me, I believe. A film shouldn't just be watched once. Like the first time, the second time, and maybe a third time, if you are feeling the movie. Some movies you can't watch the second time. The first time you just think,
That's more than enough.
it's not enough. I can't. So has it happened to you like the second time, like I missed this?
Yeah, it happens all the time actually. It happens all the time, and yeah, if a movie is really good, it should happen like that, where when you watch it, you're like, you discover new things. That's when a movie is really good. But if that's the case, then I should just write a second review, you know.
So basically, you say a film should talk to a human about life.
Yes,
That's the most important thing.
that's the most important
So we are
thing.
discussing art that related to life the most.
Yeah, because what are movies about? Movies are not about movies.
Yes.
You know, they're about
It's a
life.
story. It's a
Yeah,
story.
It's a story. Which are stories about life. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Where are we in the Kenyan film?
Kenyan film tuko na shida mob. Tuko na shida mob in Kenyan film. I like to say we don't have an industry. We have a film world.
Oh.
Tuko na producer hapa anatengeneza movie Mombasa na Nasir. Tuko na wengine Mombasa na Nairobi. A lot of them in Nairobi who think that they are part of an industry, but it's not an industry. An industry, what do you define an industry? It's like even this cafe that we're in, it's the hospitality, but the feeding industry.
Yes.
Forget the technical term.
yes.
Where it's like you guys generate a profit. You
Yes,
guys have
yes.
you have cost and you have a profit.
Yes.
In the film
And without
industry,
profit,
it's
you
like-
cannot sustain anything.
Yes, without
Yeah.
profit, exactly. In Kenya, we have I've seen the numbers, Kenyan filmmakers. Don't think you can lie to me. I've seen the numbers sent by theater owners, and I can tell you, very few Kenyan movies have turned a profit. In fact, in theaters, none of them have actually made more than, what was the figure? No, I didn't see anything more than 6 million in the theatrical runs, which is unfortunate because these theaters are ours, but they're owned by Hollywood. So in Kenya, we are making movies because we are passionate about movies, which is nice and fine. But for these younger people coming up to the other generation, people like myself 5 years ago, before I was disillusioned, we need to make a system for them where they can make their passion project and dreams, and it not just be a one-off where they struggle for 5 years to make this movie and they finally make it and then that's the end.
This is funny, coming from a critic.
That's the end. They need to
It's
be.
funny, you are focusing on the money aspect.
I'm focusing, yeah, this is.
Yeah, so, from perspective of to sustain this, later on we can go art all the way.
Later on we can go art.
Is that your take?
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that. I like that you're emphasizing that I'm a critic. I'm the person who should be championing the art and championing the other.
I thought.
Yes.
But there's a good concept here.
But I've talked to almost everyone in this industry and I feel like I have a God's eye view of exactly where we are. And while art is very important and I love art and you can get art in other mediums and other places, even in our Kenyan film, I think for that art to exist long term, for it to happen continuously, for people to make art and for it to keep doing it, I think we need to focus on the money for now.
To be serious.
To be serious, to come up with an industry where people are generating profit and then the art can come. There's money for the art now. Because now it's like people are struggling. People are dying, killing themselves to make a movie, a passion project.
If it wasn't for grants and all that, I don't think you can get any money from anyone.
Exactly, if it wasn't for grants. And why are we making these movies? So that what we can tell our friends we are filmmakers, we made the movie.
Supporter. I hate that word, support my
Support
movie.
filmmakers. Support my film. Buy a ticket at Mad Fund.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
We want the film to sell itself.
We want the film to say, I don't want to hear a filmmaker say support me. I want to be on Instagram and watch a trailer and be like, I don't want to support this. I want to watch this movie.
Okay, what makes a movie that make people they want to watch, they have to watch? What makes that?
To you.
To you, it has to a good story.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has to be a good story, and we have good stories in Kenya. A lot of filmmakers in this country, when they make a film, they don't consider the budget.
The end game.
The end game. They don't think about. They just, this is the budget for the movie. I've made my movie, and then they start thinking, all right, what do I do with my film now? In Hollywood, you've already made the movie, then you go to theater saying, I would like to show my passion project. I've worked so hard on it. And theater will be like, okay. But Marvel or Disney or Paramount talked to me 4 years ago, and they secured the date for next week 4 years ago. To look at Shonga now, we have the poster. The poster came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The trailer came out 8 months ago. You have made your movie. You've not even released a poster. You've not done anything. You've not released a trailer. You've not even shown. The public has no idea. Why should I show your movie, which will get 20 ticket buyers, or which are all your friends and family, one screening? It will be one screening. There won't be repeat customers because you haven't marketed this thing. Why shouldn't I just show this Hollywood movie that's been
It'll make me more money.
Yeah, it'll make me more money.
More popcorns will be sold.
Yeah. Why? That's the thing.
So we are failing at the market at the end stage. We are good at making the movies, but we forget now the distribution part and the selling
I
part.
wouldn't even say we're good at making
We are
the
not
movies.
good. We are not
we make
good
the
yet.
movies.
We are not
We
good
make
yet.
the movies.
Yet we wish. Okay, he is going to be offended so much here, but we don't. And actually, the place that we start neglecting movies is writing a story. You see, you cannot compete with Hollywood in terms of cinematography, in terms of equipment. But how it's very hard to compete with them in terms of storytelling. It doesn't need any equipment, it doesn't need money, it just needs your ideas, the environment you see. You are talking about life, you are talking about the life you have. So you just need to go around people talking, listen to the dialogue, how they are talking. You tell the story of your environment. Martin Scorsese, when he does this mafia, because he grew up in New York, where that was happening a lot. So he listened, and that's what he said. Listen to people, what they are saying. So how is it hard? And I'm trying to be more softer than how is it hard?
Good combat.
Yeah, to compete in terms of writing. It just pencil can do an idea and the environment. So when from the beginning we don't do.
Let me defend filmmakers.
Yeah.
Let me defend filmmakers.
Yeah, defend.
You can write a personal story like you want to write.
Yes.
But how will you sell this? How will you even fund that movie? How will you sell that movie? No one wants to see it. You want to write something that will sell. And unfortunately, TV is where the money is.
Yes,
You
that's
see, for
another
producers.
problem.
Because honestly, who are buying content? It's Citizen, DSTV, maybe Showmax, and maybe if you're lucky enough, Netflix. These are the 4 people who are buying. If you want to make a movie and release on theater or door to door, my friend.
Even those that you are selling to those channels, you say, how come? Is there any way a wife or a husband will talk to his wife in their room, saying, "Oh, bibi yangu"? It happens? Does it happen in real life? No, we use different words. But now that is a storytelling that I'm seeing. Then how do you want me to relate to that story? They doesn't speak like us. They doesn't act like us. You can see whoever said that one. And they are not in somewhere. They are.
Basically, what you're saying is a lot of Kenyan storytellers are shit. Basically.
Okay, I won't say that.
A lot of them are shit. I would say 90%.
I won't say that, but most of them are like that, and it's very poor writing in writing stage. Not even executing it.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry
in
about
the
that.
writing, yeah.
In the writing, they are very big problem.
Waswahili wasema
That's true.
nyumba kujichoma wambii pole. Sasa ndio hii sasa.
Well, director to attack the writers.
Yeah.
Like what all of us are.
You're all culpable.
Yeah, we're all culprits in this.
Yeah.
Because we are so used to mediocre. I mean, we accept it. And we don't want to think outside the box and challenge ourselves, to go high. Unaridhika rahisi sana, like, we can do this, tumefikisha hapa, tosha hii.
And you mentioned something very interesting. You were like, on TV is where the money is, right? And we only have a couple of networks that could buy the product. So it's almost like, I get a lot of comments in my TikTok. They're like, where they think I don't know this. They're like, sir, it's the client who demands this quality. The client demands this genre and they demand this. So we just do what we have to. And I understand that. And this highlights another problem. Is these clients. I come to despise that word, these clients, the Showmaxes, the multi-choices, which by the way, multi-choice, which is now owned by Canal Plus, is a monopoly in Africa. So if you piss off Canal Plus, I'm not dissing, if you piss off Canal Plus, you don't work in this continent. It's actually a monopoly, by the way. We're going to look into that. So the thing is, these networks, we need more networks that experiment more and give a different kind of content, because monopoly is bad for
What
any
do you think
industry.
about Netflix? Do you think Netflix will be something big
in Kenya? Kwanza, I even have a story on Netflix. Remember the couple of shows they did? They did 4 shows in Kenya. Country Queen, Volume, More Fire, and Cash Money. All very, very bad shows. And the purpose they they invested in Kenya was to get the subscription numbers up in Kenya. And then one of the directors told me they tried, because you see in Kenya, people don't use bank cards. What wanatumia M-Pesa.
Me, in general, I have problem with TV shows. Sometimes I talk to someone that I know for a short time. I say, what do you watch? Do you watch films? Then he said, yes. 13 Reasons Why. Then I will understand this person doesn't know what film mean. Can you explain to the audience what's the difference between film and TV show?
Yeah.
And what's that?
Especially in Kenya, people just say film. The film world, the film industry. Yeah. Film is film. Film is movies. Film is, to get technical, film was traditionally that strip of celluloid that they ran in a sprocket that will show before it became all digital.
Yeah.
It ran through a sprocket. But now since things are digital, we just carried that meaning of film. Film is a 2-hour feature film. Anything longer than 40 minutes is a film. Now TV is something smaller. It's something you watch at home on a screen. Episodic, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's less commitment. It's less has less integrity.
Of art, they are not the same.
It's not even in terms of art. It's not the same, because a director like Nasir will get his budget to make a film. He will make it with complete integrity not by himself, with his crew. In their bubble, they will do the movie from start to finish. A TV showrunner will come, he'll have a good pilot, he'll give it to the network. The network will say, well, we like this character, we like this angle, do more of this, the advertisers like this. It's like you're a slave to your network, you're a slave to Netflix, you're a slave to Showmax. Showmax tells you, we like crime. Do this, doesn't matter what you want, you will do it exactly as they say. You are a slave. A filmmaker will make his film as an artist. as a
he
poet,
puts it there.
independently, without anyone except maybe the money.
Before the feedback comes.
Before any feedback, before he will make it start to finish, and then when people hate it, fine, you hate it.
Okay.
The film exists as he wanted it. It has more integrity.
Yeah.
That's why I don't take television as seriously as film. TV is the little leagues. TV is where the kids play.
Oh my
Film
God.
is where the big boys are. And I will die on that hill.
I defer Kabisa. Listen,
Objection.
objection. Your Honor, my approach.
Okay.
HBO changed the game of TV.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Point,
see.
point.
Yes.
When Sopranos came out
Yes.
and The Wire,
Yes.
these shows were groundbreaking.
Yes.
You see, this was like cinema now at home
Yes.
TV.
Yes.
Sopranos was amazing.
Yes.
It's the writing, performance.
Yes.
See, the lighting changed. There's no bright lights no
Yes,
more. It
yes,
was
I agree.
raw. I disagree, Kabisa. TV is the new art right now. It's the new cinema. It's TV.
I understand.
And now you're going there, and now the audience is shifting from film. Theaters are empty. It's not even just here. All over the world, I think it's a decline.
Yeah.
Over the years, it's going lower and lower, and people are watching more and more episodic. And episodes are now bigger. Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
big budgets now.
Bigger budgets,
You
yeah.
see, so many shows. The Nights of, amazing.
That's true. They have bigger budgets.
Yeah.
No prestige.
Now it's more
you see-
prestige.
now you see whatever film have before, now they are doing it. Bigger budget.
And longer
They are taking more
episodic,
time.
yeah.
The longer. So they are doing movies to be watched in like
home.
Ozark. Ozark. I can say Ozark is not a TV show. What do you call Breaking Bad? It's very artistic. It's a very good storytelling that is very higher than.
I don't think Churchill watches the Breaking Bad anyway.
I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen a few TV shows, but then the problem, even with that defense, is problem still remains. You're still at the network. You're still.
Yes, you're still at the
answer to them.
network.
Yeah, that's
But
the
now,
main problem.
I'm thinking, okay, someone like, which show was this? Atlanta. Atlanta was a good show, a very good show. And I think they're given like almost, I'm not sure, but they're given free reign.
It looks like actually
Yeah,
three
it's because it's crazy. And people like who A24 now changed the game also.
Definitely.
Giving filmmakers more, do whatever they want to do.
But the other problem with TV show, you see, I can start now telling a very bad story. But the moment I start telling you that story, you want to hear how is it ending.
How is you can
So
get hooked
that
on
is
trash.
laziness that the director of a film or a movie doesn't have. He is going to start and end and give you. But now the TV show directors, they are counting on the fact that audience will
That psychological
let's
crutch
say, so
of
it's
next.
honestly speaking, it's less artistic than film.
Yeah, it'll never have
My
the same
opinion,
integrity.
it'll never happen. No matter how fancy you go with the budget, no matter how the fact that you are
You have to
counting,
episode.
you are counting on episode, that's bad.
I'm thinking maybe in defense,
Yeah.
it's a longer movie broken down into pieces. It's a 20-hour movie.
Yeah, but it wasn't made like that, was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Exactly.
There you go.
But listen, in my defense, Better Call Saul.
It's very good. It's very
It's
nice.
Yeah, there are very good stories on television.
Yes.
I won't deny it. Just
In
that
fact, Better Call Saul is a film. Is a episode of movies that are very nice. But now you cannot get like that every time. What you get is how many TV shows now are running right now? So many.
yeah.
How many that you can say, oh, this is it's like Ozark.
Very few.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Now, back to Kenya now again. Our focus is Kenya.
Yeah.
Cinema Focus now. Let me tell us about Cinema Focus. What?
Cinema Focus. Well, Cinema Focus was opened by a grand lady called Jennifer Ochieng. I don't know if you guys know her. She was a publicist. She is a publicist. She runs the company. She started it in 2022. And yeah, we just basically because she discovered that in Kenya, if films are being covered, they're being covered by these gossip sites. It's treated like something, like an entertainment news, you know. People don't go in depth. So she kind of wanted to create the Hollywood Reporter of Kenya. And it's actually interesting because a few people in other regions had the same idea. In Nigeria, there's Ikiare had a publication called What Kept Me Up. And there's a guy called Tambe who also who started Akoroko, which is a great, go follow Akoroko on Twitter and everywhere. They have like in-depth Hollywood Reporter level analysis of African cinema data. Like they're the only ones who are doing this. So we all came together. Akoroko. Akoroko. She put it on the description of this. Yeah. So we all came together. Now we're doing a Pan-African. Want to join the content. It's called Africa Film Press. So we're the film coverage the body for Africa. It's called Africa Film Fest, Cinema Focus, Akoroko, and What Kept Me Up. So it's all all encompassing the whole continent.
Now, how does it work? Do I, as a filmmaker, have to send the movie to you guys, or you just find out about what do I do, Saz?
Either way, actually, because first of all, in Kenya it's very fractured. We don't have systems. Like if you want your movie to be covered by Cinema Focus, you have to send to the editor, the editorial page. You can find the email. It's freely available on the website. And we would advise filmmakers. We are a very serious publication. So when you're sending your movie, when you're sending your trailer or anything, please send a professional press kit with a trailer, a poster, a package, all this information is available. You guys sent your
Yeah, we did. Now,
you guys already know what you guys are doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
and now you can't review it because now we are.
Yeah, I can't. It's a conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. Maybe I'll give you the second meanest critic. It's called Kelvin. Kelvin Kariuki will rip your ass with a new one. That guy is a menace. He's worse than me.
Really?
Kelvin is worse than me. Go read Kelvin's reviews. I'm putting him on blast right now. He won't like this.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. But are we on the right track? Are we heading somewhere?
I think, as tough as I may appear online, I actually think Kenyan filmmakers they're trying. At least they're making films. Like some people make really good films, like Damien Hauser made Memory of Princess Mumbi, which I would recommend everyone to go watch, even if you choose the AI. Like they're doing very good movies. The filmmakers are good. It's just there's no system, and I feel like the filmmakers, as good as they are, they need to put aside filmmaking just for a year or two. If you could all, I swear to God, if you could all just pool our resources, let's not make any movie for a year or two. Let's all come together and make the system which allows movies to be profitable. Then we'll be on to something. Then we'll be on even a better track. Because we could make Citizen Kane. Now see, you could make Citizen Kane today, and nobody will see it.
No one will see.
What's the point?
Okay, what's the system?
Yeah.
Can you explain the system you want to think that?
the system?
Yeah.
The system is us coming.
Just layman terms.
Okay, I like to give a little history lesson because I'm a keen student of film history.
Yeah.
It's like in Hollywood, how Hollywood started. I like to think of how industry starts, and I focus mostly on Hollywood because it's most similar to ours, believe it or not. It started with a bunch of immigrants. They came to America in the 1910s. And film was new. It was this thing that was used as like a circus trick. People were like, oh, cool, a moving image. Then these immigrants saw like, we can make money off this. They came and they bulldozed everyone into place. These guys came Louis B. Mayer, Jack Warner. These names they're institutions now, Warner Brothers,
Mayor, MGM.
But back in the day, these were actual
Individuals.
people, and they were sons of bitches. They had to be. They were dictators. They would meet an actress on the street and like, this actress will make us money. What's your name? My name is Stella. No, your name is not Stella. Your name is Marlene Monroe now. You know, and they would control. The thing is, this system.
So they had a vision.
They had a vision and they had all total power. Before the 40s, all the studios owned the theaters. The studios would make the movies, they take it to their own theaters, and they'd show it. They owned the whole system, and then the government said that's not fair. They had to sell the theaters. They had to sell either the production of the theater. So they said, let's sell the theaters, keep the production. But the way it worked was, the pipeline, they controlled the whole pipeline from production to exhibition. They were able to make money from the production to the exhibition, and they controlled everything with a close grip. Here in Kenya, if we were to make a system that works, how I see it is, we're making movies, yes. We need to sell them, we need to make the money back so we can make more. The only way to sell movies, Netflix does not belong to us. Netflix looks at us like little bros. We have no bargaining power in Netflix. If we'd even have better chances creating our own streaming services, like Showmax, than doing the Netflix route.
And the aspect that Netflix are looking, it's just they are looking to this
culture
in terms of numbers.
It's just numbers. Yeah, it's data.
That's data. Yeah,
it's just data.
So it won't be authentic.
It won't be authentic.
It's become I got you.
So what we need right now is how I always say, I'm a radicalist, and this is my plea to Kenya Film Commission. Mr. Owasi, you're a good friend of mine. Yeah. I would plea that the only way that we can actually grow and fix this problem is let's go the China way. You know, in China they have a quota. They say we're only going to take 3 or 4 foreign films, and that includes Hollywood. 3 or 4 foreign films. The rest of the year calendar is filled with Chinese movies, and that's how the industry grew.
I'm against that.
That's how they. Okay, that's one. I'm going to give you a couple of options.
Yeah,
that's one option.
Yeah.
Some people will be like, that's censorship.
Bad.
That's a little too far. Maybe I like that option. It's very good.
Yeah.
But that's one option.
No, it's your opinion, but me, I would like to see everything.
Okay,
Yeah, I
but
would
you know,
like
you
to
can
see
see everything online these days. I feel like we've seen enough of Hollywood movies. Let's get 4 or 5 and then fill it with Kenyan movies so that Kenyan movies can have a chance to grow with the audience so that we can be able to experiment, fail, learn what the audience wants. We already know what the audience wants, we just don't want to make it. We want to make our passion projects. Let's make movies for them, make money. And then we have an industry. That's one way. You have objections, I'll hear them later. The second way, which I think is way more expensive than doing the China way, is coming up with a whole new theater chains, building theaters or spaces, which are just theaters, where we can show our movies. Now, that will take a billionaire. If there's any enterprising billionaire out there, it will eat a couple of your billions, but this money will come back tenfold. Because if you have theaters that show a theater brand that shows exclusively African movies, like Century Cinemax, but just for African movies around the country, then we have something. Then we have places to take our products. But now we're making alcohol without clubs or bars. We're making growing tomatoes without any markets. You know, it doesn't make any sense. So those are the only two options I see.
But now, if we say we build those theaters, do you think we will have enough films or movies to put it there? Good ones?
Eventually, yeah. It will start.
In the beginning,
it will be a little empty. Yeah, the theater will be a little empty. A movie will show for 3-4 months.
Yeah.
But with a gap, investors will always come and fill it. If there's a gap, investors will always fill.
Why can't just happen now with the theaters that we have?
Because they're already owned by Hollywood. So all the theaters, if you go to theaters, it's showing some Hollywood movie right now. Are you gonna convince?
They don't belong to like.
They belong, but they. Okay.
Yeah, even if you're a Kenyan theater owner, what are you gonna show? If you own your own theater right now, what movie are you gonna show?
The one that makes more money.
Exactly. This is the Hollywood movie.
Yeah. Your direction is to make money. I understand. But now, if you do that, you are going to limit. You are going to limit the options for the viewers.
Well, yeah. Now they won't have a chance to watch the Hollywood movies.
Yes.
Like I always say, we've seen enough Hollywood movies for years. If you want to watch a Hollywood movie, pirate that thing.
Yes.
Pirate that thing. You pay for the Kenyan one. Pirate here,
You have to order something.
I don't pirate the Kenyan. Nasir movie yako ita-pirate you hapa.
Sometimes pirates makes you famous.
Yeah, actually, I always think about that. Pirates is not all bad, actually.
Yeah.
You can spread the word.
Yes, but now you need to have the feeling of theater to see it in the theater.
But now we don't have a theater culture, by the way. It used to be back then when we were kids and our mothers and they used to go to the theater because there were no TVs at home that much. Now it's our
Even
phones.
worldwide, you mentioned. Even, was it yesterday? Netflix acquired Warner Brothers Discovery. Everyone is like, it's like a funeral dirge. Everyone, my story is like, the end is nigh. Everything's done. But it's not that bleak. Hollywood has
evolution.
It's evolution. And it's just cycles. I think theaters will never die. People will always want to go out. People will always want to kiss their girlfriend in a dark room, smell the theater. They will never die. The thing is, the problem is the theatrical experience. How in the early days, the golden age of Hollywood, even, I'm telling you, the millionaires in Hollywood right now have nothing on the millionaires in Hollywood in the 20s. Those guys used to live in palaces because movies were a middle class, lower to middle class pastime. It will be like, even if you're the lowest of the low, you could go to, like, I have an afternoon to kill, I'll just walk in. A ticket was very affordable, you could buy, but now theater, when a movie is on a budget.
It's exclusive,
it's exclusive, it's an upper class thing. That's also why another reason movies. So if you're going to open a Kenyan theater brand, it should be very affordable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's make it affordable so that everyone gets used to it back again. What was
yes.
There's this idea of now there are people that they arrange a screen and an empty place.
Yeah,
or maybe
a tent or something. Yeah.
And watch it there.
Yeah.
That's another idea also.
That's another idea, but
that is less costing.
Yeah, it's less costing, but how can you organize? That's the thing, it has to be organized. That's the thing, it's very sporadic, that one. It's like, that's like a for one event.
Yes.
It's not something you give and tell investors, this is something you can put behind.
Let me ask you this question. Now, I want you to tell us 3 or 4 movies that you think these are the best movies in your opinion. And at least break down one.
In Kenya?
In general.
Oh, okay.
And break down why do you think, because you told me when I'm watching, I just watch. Then I break down. So we need to know that.
My favorite movies?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a tough one. You know, the answer can vary in any day.
Okay, what if a movie that you think could be a blueprint for how movies should be made?
Yes.
This is going to be a very cliche answer. I feel like every film professor is going to give this answer.
Yeah.
But it's Citizen Kane. It still remains.
Can you imagine? I didn't watch that.
You've never seen it?
I have never seen it.
I envy you. You are in for a treat. Have you seen Citizen Kane?
I watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
Never.
But younger,
But I
but I had to watch it now as an adult.
Yeah.
The great thing about Citizen Kane, why I say that's the perfect blueprint is, because even before that, before it was made in 1941, and before then there were movies, right? But I like movies that, I'd much rather make a horrible movie that tried something than make a pretty good movie. That's the thing, I like movies that, if you're gonna do this thing, we've been doing it for 150 years, it's still pretty young, there's so much cinema hasn't done yet. Like, if you look at all the other arts, music's been around for thousands, millions of years. Theater's been around since 1500s.
Yes.
Cinema just started the other
And
day.
they're trending. It's trending now. Cinema is trending almost number one.
Yeah.
More than music and anything else. Really? I think so. I like to believe that.
It's a very young art.
It's in terms of now the age, yeah, it's very young.
And there's so much more to do. And Citizen Kane, even if it came out so long ago, 1941, since then, very few, I don't think there's one or two things that have been invented since Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane invented, I can name 5 or 6 things off the top of my head. Well, the ceilings he popularized, didn't really do that. The French, Orson Welles is an idol of mine. I could talk about Orson Welles all day. Orson Welles was great because he merged the two thoughts of filmmaking.
Yes.
In the 30s, prior to Citizen Kane, there was the Russian school of filmmaking, which was long takes, it was almost theatrical, and there was the French school of which was very heavily edited.
And handheld.
So he combined them and he came up with something new, and he added his own personality in there. And that's what I like about a film that breaks the ceiling. It does something new, and it's also a personal vision.
So the cinematography is what you like about cinema.
Not just the cinematography, how the cinematography is used, every single element of the film. Yeah, and the editing, the cinematography, the acting, it's all, the alchemy of it, how it mixes together and what it makes me feel, basically. Yeah.
Now I will sound very, very
I would
low.
like to ask you the same question again.
With another movie.
With another movie that at least I
I
can
can
relate.
see. Let's see. A movie like, perfect. I know we coincide on this. The films of David Lynch. Do I even boil down on any one David Lynch movie?
David Lynch,
Lost in Translation, Mulholland Drive. Masterpiece.
Lost in Translation. That's a great movie.
That's
Sofia Coppola.
Yeah,
I was thinking about Lost Highways. Yeah.
To me, now I sound like a layman if I say my favorite movie is Snatch. Snatch blew my mind with the music, the editing, the pacing, and the dialogue. The first time I watched Snatch, I was like, a filmmaker can do this. Then I can be a filmmaker also. Because it's like not the traditional way you make movies to me. That
He's just having fun.
Just like he's having fun.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
And it's,
Yeah.
It's like a British Tarantino.
exactly. The Rich was like, and the dialogue was amazing. It was funny. It was meant to be funny.
Yes, it's funny. And dramatic also. It's drama.
And
It's a
very
lot of drama,
violent.
Yeah. Violent, but also the story is very deep.
I love Snatch, and we always quote Snatch with my friends. We like dogs, all those things. It was amazing.
Actually, the movie just has to be entertaining. That's the
Entertaining,
number one.
but it leaves an
number
impression
one.
on you. I think it entertains, like Matrix. The first time I watched Matrix, I was in, I think, primary. I was going to high school.
2000?
2001?
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah. And I saw
Yeah.
I couldn't go back to school after lunch after I saw that. Because I came home for lunch, and then I saw my uncle watching Matrix.
Yes.
And that scene came on. I was like, my goodness. I have never seen anything like that. Blew my mind.
Even Matrix now is very entertaining, very extremely entertaining. And the story that behind that entertainment is great. So it's one of the
levels.
Yeah, one of the few movies that can make the critics happy and audience happy also. It's very hard to maintain those. It's very hard, but Matrix did. Yeah, it did. Other movies, like any movies by, I think Christopher Nolan, The Dark Knight, it's a superhero. A lot of people like it, and critics also like it. So to maintain that is what you're saying. You have to first of all prioritize entertainment.
Yeah.
Then whatever you can put behind that as an art, as a storytelling, that will be nice.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan's a bit of a genius, actually.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan has mastered that. Christopher Nolan, the thing I say about Christopher Nolan is, I also fell in love with Christopher Nolan when I was learning filmmaking, and then I realized that he's not that good of a filmmaker. He's a good marketer. That guy knows how to...
Yeah, how to market.
Yeah, he's an okay filmmaker. He's an average filmmaker. Even he's blocking everything. He's just okay.
If you ask me 10 years before now, I could fight this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But now, Now I
You've
think,
seen better filmmakers.
I think I like
Tarantino.
more because he talks to normal people, and the story is very deep, the drama is very high, but also, who writes dialogue like that? He writes all his scripts, and he's great. But now, what you are saying about Christopher Nolan, he knows how to talk to the mass.
There's always a gimmick. Like his movies have a package. Something in there is like, you have to watch it because of this.
Yes.
Because of that time thing. There's something.
Yes.
Because there's something. There's always something with these movies. One thing that makes you, I can't just watch this at home. I have to go to the theater because of this.
Because of the IMAX and anything.
IMAX, there's all the marketing,
Yeah.
genius in that. But I would call him a genius filmmaker. He's a pretty decent filmmaker, but genius
So
businessman.
now we can say that a Kenyan industry of films, they have to invest in marketing.
Marketing. Before you even make the film, when you have the script and then you're going into production, have the theater owner, the table meetings, have your marketer come up with viral ways of promoting this thing before you shoot a single frame. And that might not go against what Robert McKee said in the screenplay books you read in film school, but that's where we are right now in 2025 in Kenya. We need to save this. It's actually a sinking ship. We have a few years left before this is like a lost cause. And the thing I'm obsessed with the former generation is they're obsessed with making it seem like it's working, even if it's not. Like, why am I the only one talking about this? You know, I'm the only one who's coming up and saying a lot of these conversations. By the way, I saw that I'm brave. People have these conversations all the time behind closed doors.
It's not closed doors.
I'm just the only one dumb enough to say it on camera. You know, I don't care about being blacklisted. Because blacklist me.
Speaking of blacklist, you had a concept about the blacklist.
Yes, actually. We are putting together a list. There's something called the blacklist, a collection of the most liked screenplays, kind of like the way they do it in Hollywood, but for Kenya. So we are going to use this list. It's going to be, the committee of selection includes such acclaimed names like Volino Gutu, Mona Wambugu is part of the list, myself as well, Silas Miami is part of the list. We're going to, and Elias Mutindei as well, we're going to pick the best screenplays that have been unproduced in Kenya, bundle them together, and it's going to be public domain. Anyone can read it. You can go to the internet, search it up. It's going to be a Google Drive. Anyone can find these. There's going to be a list of the writer, the producer, the story agent. Everything's going to, we're going to put this industry together, and then we're going to use this list to bring the guilds together, because as I said, I've been working as a critic for 4 years, talking to everyone. I'm the only one with a God's eye view of this industry. I know what's wrong. And I know the guilds are useless, and that's why actors aren't paid fairly. That's why people are complaining about it. If we fix that, we use this blacklist to unite, because now we have scripts, right? I don't want to reveal too much of how it's going to work, but these scripts will be sourced in future editions from the Writers Guild, which will then, the Writers Guild is going to give us the scripts. Directors need scripts to shoot. These are the best scripts in the country, vetted by the most knowledgeable people. If your director wants the best scripts, they're going to come there. So the Directors Guild is going to be involved. Then we need a production, the Producers Guild, that's how you come in. So these defunct guilds, especially the Producers Guilds, I'm looking at you, useless body, are going to become actual working guilds under our direction.
I think.
Because we're tired of waiting. We've been sitting here waiting. Someone has to grab it by the horns.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to order.
Yeah. Feel free to order anything.
I'll just have a mocha.
Yeah.
I'll have a Spanish mocha.
Okay, give me cappuccino, single. Thank you. Are you sure you don't want to eat anything?
No, not now.
Not on camera. He's a shy eater. So the guild.
So, what is the objective of doing that? Are you planning to educate the audience?
Of this whole blacklist?
Yes.
The whole purpose is to fix this main problem I was saying, is this whole fractured industry, is to bring the industry together using this blacklist, which is under our organization called Obsidian. Yeah. It's going to be like the central, when people think of the film industry, that's what you think about. And this is what's going to connect not just the guilds, but every single production house. We want it to be like a place where you can call and you can talk to. Can I talk to those other guys where it's the central hub, so that we can all talk to each other and have the theater people involved with us from the get-go. It's just a central hub.
How far are you now?
I was still in the collection phase. The first edition of the blacklist, The second edition will be free source. Any writer who's accredited, you have to join in the Writers Guild, register, and then there's a criteria that you have to fill for your screenplay to be accepted. But for the first list, we're only going to be working with accredited, IMDb accredited writers, who's one the elite of the elite. Scripts that have been collecting dust for years, the best of the best. The first list is going to be very good.
Yeah.
We're getting names from people who've worked on everything. People who work for these clients that don't let them do what they want to do. We're going to get those scripts that they really want to do. We're going to put them together. So the whole purpose is just to bring them. It's altruistic almost. No one's paying me to do this. I'm not making any money by the way of doing this. I'm just bringing people together. That's all I'm doing. And then from there, I feel like it's like a house of cards. Everything will just line up eventually.
I really hope it works, and I want it to work.
And actually, now that I'm here in Mombasa, there's a lot of people say Nairobi is like, it's a solipsistic city. Nairobi is just, filmmakers think Nairobi exists on itself. I would like you guys to help source some and produce scripts from Ali and some of the best people. So that it's not just a Nairobi thing. I don't want to be a Nairobi thing. I want to incorporate Mombasa, Kisumu. It should be a nationwide thing. And like we say, make it all classes.
African, not even just Kenyan.
Yeah.
You see, because believe it or not, there are so many talented people out there. So many talented people, but they don't even know where to start.
It's like, who do I call?
How do I have a story?
Any education institution that teaches how to direct?
Or film schools.
Yeah, film school. Do we have it here?
We have some film schools. You have film schools in Mombasa?
I don't think so.
We have.
Do we?
It's not a film school per se. It's they teach video production.
Yeah, sorry.
Which actually, by the way, is what all those film schools in Nairobi teach. They should be called video production schools.
Yeah.
They call themselves film schools, and I see them online. I see them inviting actors, and I'm like, first of all, these people when they go to film school, they're taught they're taught the good things, how to set up a tripod, the shutter speed, ISO, all those technical things that you can learn on YouTube. But they don't. First of all, what film school doesn't have like Fridays, like Friday afternoon? You know, you sit down and watch a movie. They have no like sit down and watch classic movies, like.
And you can actually do that and watch movies, decipher them, and break it down.
And explain
the philosophical
what is
parts
good
about it.
Yeah.
That's why you get all these people in our industry. They know the technician. They can set up a tripod, but they can't tell a story. You know? The overlapping thing. I don't know if you know the films of Robert Altman.
He does that a lot.
Yeah, he does. He was one of the popularized that in the 70s. People, all his movies just overlap. Some scenes you don't even know what's going on.
Woody Allen.
Yeah, he's a good director.
But my favorite director I can say is I don't know how to pronounce his name. But one of my favorite directors. Marriage Story. The director, Jordan's husband. Yeah.
Marriage Story is very good. Marriage Story, I thought to talk about Francis Ha. I like Francis Ha.
Really? I like Marriage Story more, and I like the other new movie, J. Kelly. Very nice. It's a very nice movie, by the way. Very nice movie. It's the human emotion. Okay, I like big movies and action and all that, but sometimes I like the smaller movies. Spectacles. Christopher Nolan's favorite movie is Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift is Christopher Nolan's favorite movie. Yeah. Tokyo Drift, that's his favorite film.
It's not it's not some unpretentious movie. I thought this film would be like some bank and stuff.
So I want to ask you, what is the challenge? Because you don't directed shows. What is the challenge that we cannot relate to?
First of all, challenges because first of all we're doing this for the money sometimes. We're doing purely for the money. And then here in Kenya most of the times we get uploaded for finishing your schedule. For doing the most scenes in a day is when you're, that's a director sasa. You do 35 scenes, 20 scenes in a day. Now you're the value as a director. When you do 5 scenes which are good and make sense, you're nothing, you're bullshit. But the challenges we have is the producers, again. I don't blame them, but they're businessmen at the end of the day. They're business, they want to make money. And the station is giving them pressure. You want episodes to air. Every week you need 5 episodes, so 1 week episode per day. So you have to deliver. So it's writing, production, editing, on air. So you see in TV, when you shoot, you don't even see the edits. You don't even go to the edit capsa. You shoot Harper, it's like a factory line. It just moves, goes straight. No one does quality control. I'm talking about the shows.
please, into the direction you want. Go with the city. Now, go with the money is giving you this.
Yeah.
How do you check that?
Exactly, that's true. Actually, I'm saying to see the Mobius street photo.
They are going to the obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, we feel guilty when we do that, right? Okay, let me say me. I feel guilty when I do that. I'm like, this is very shallow of me, but you need to eat at times. And when you go out there, the audience, oh, they're happy. The masses are happy. Okay, the other ones, they're like, it's bullshit. And they say to your face, I know Church will do that. From your bumble clat. But
That's the 5%. Even they are not even 10%.
yeah, but the masses, they are okay.
Then now the question is you.
Well, yeah, that's true. Actually, it's actually even it's those guys were here and now they're like, you're talking about Hollywood, but work is just like for Hollywood. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I would actually, you have to give me a good perspective. Usually my eye is directed at the filmmakers, which is warranted. They should do a little bit more. But also, you should also direct some of it at these clients, these showmaxes and DSTVs and then, because they're saying it's working, right? So the audience wants. Why can't you? Don't you think you can work a bit more? Can you
can.
work better?
Audience
You can make way more money if you try something different.
But now they don't risk that.
You don't want to risk. But you know this can work.
Yeah, they don't want to risk that. Like,
Everyone, or say, if you I can ask people what they want, they will ask for
Faster. Yeah, I remember you said that.
Then now the same process is here.
Exactly. The people sometimes, and I hate this, sometimes people don't know what they want.
exactly. It's what they have.
It's what they have.
Yeah. What else do they have, Sasa?
Now, the
They need to be sure.
argument I have, I think an artist should be the artist, regardless of the audience, regardless of the money.
Yeah.
And that can give you sometimes very bad films, very bad movies.
Yeah.
But also it will give you top-notch movies. It will give you great, because an artist should be okay. Artist ego is the most
Fragile.
he's not fragile. He's very arrogant to say, oh, I have to say something to the people, and it has to happen this way, not that way, but that way, this way. It has to happen that way, so we can get art. Otherwise, if you go with the flow, which I'm a businessman now. Okay, I really know how to go with the flow. It doesn't produce art. It doesn't.
And let me tell you one thing about just to
I'm
go
afraid
back
it doesn't.
to go back to the factory line filmmaking. When you get used to that system, even if you're given, when you go outside, Sasa, you try to do something, now you're already molded in that system already. Even if you're given leeway to do something art kidogo, you find yourself sometimes.
Yes.
What's the word? I'm looking for a big word.
Yeah.
You just find yourself doing
Doing
shitty, half. Ile haraka tumalize tu, yani inakuja tu hivyo. Unaambia relax kidogo. Unajisahau, unafanya the same thing over and over sometimes because you're in that system for like 10 years uko hapo tu.
That's why we need to be careful how long we're in.
Exactly, because now imagine the younger generation comes in and they come into the same shit that we're doing.
They are being done that already. MTV
so-
Sugar has a lot of these young people interning there, getting them right into that system. I have lots of people there.
We need young people should be more daring inside. They should be doing art that we could never do. They can do it.
Yes.
Now the media is wider.
Something crazy, something
Now,
extraordinary.
because now we have social media. You can push your movies, whatever, vertical, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's up to you right now. You won't make money, but you might make a statement.
Your guy actually had a very good idea earlier. He was telling me about 96 TV. He had a TV that was just 9 by 16. Angebambika sana. Because he could touch screen too. When I saw it, and I was like, dude, you should make you the first 9 by 16 movie. And I'm putting it on the spot. He should do that. Because a lot of people actually do. This is the future.
What do you think about that?
I think it's future, and I'm not against you. Some people are very traditional. They're like, they want things to stay the way they are because they idolize people who do things the way they are. But times always change. Even then they were changing. I feel like times are changing right now. Vertical is. But it's a little different. I think film would stay film and social media. Same with screen. But I don't know. I'm not a prophet. I can't really say.
What about short film? Do you think that what's the short film? Short film is about tell a story
Yeah.
and tell the way you want.
experiments.
Yeah, but well, yeah, okay. From a personal perspective, if you're a director and you want to hone your skills, yeah, short films are good because low risk. You know, it's a short thing before you jump into the feature film thing. But as an industry, I think as an industry as a whole, we need to focus more on making money. Short films are hard to make money from. Or damn near impossible. Like, he's the only one who's made a money from a short film. Yeah, it's very.
It's like a portfolio.
Yeah.
Now, I'll ask you something. If you're the head of the film, if you're the CEO, if you're the CEO, what would you do?
I would put it. I would bring this thing. If I had that much power, God-like power, I would bring everyone. I would have a meeting. You know, in Hollywood, how many times in history we had meetings where it's like every writer, producer, director, actor, every single person important, they all pile up on the lot in a jar. This sounds in a jar, and the mayor goes in front and they talk about the industry all together at once. That's never happened in Kenya. All of us are the same.
I want to know because we filmmakers need that.
You want to organize the whole system.
We need to make money from this system. Because the system that works.
Yeah, if I was the chairman, I would bring everyone together, one whole meeting, kill them two in the same room, and then now it's us. They don't know what the public thinks. Let's discuss. And the three options I gave you guys earlier, the only three options we have: either we go the China route, we have a quota of only 4 or 5 foreign films, we take the theaters that are already here, or we build new theaters, or we create our own new streaming service. Now, can I feel it up with some? I don't know how that's working out for them. I don't see anyone watching anything on it, to be honest, except their own movies. But those are the only three options. If you come up with our own Netflix, our own theaters, or we take the theaters on our own. We put that to a vote. We come up with one plan of attack, because they all do the same thing. We just need one. We come up with what everyone is agreeing on. May I have my favorite one, which is the China one. I think that's the cheapest thing. All we need to do is, as the chairman, I need to go to the president, tell me, sign this bill signed, and the theaters leave or two. We don't need to build anything, we don't need to do anything. The screens go. Just change of business. We're not showing a different. It's literally costs nothing to do that. Just sign a bill. Everything is fixed. Everything is fixed. People will riot. Let's riot. They would kill. What's someone streaming? Why do you care about giving them more money?
If you do that, what will happen is, if you do that, you will kill the thing. My opinion, you will kill the thing. You will want to be able, as a Kenyan, to put something right there that past 5 years. How can they see it? If you take me to governments, if you take me to government, do you think that will happen?
No, we really want the government support that.
So they can't support. They need governments want other places.
You've done a very good objection, and I agree with that.
Yes.
How about this is a change? How about a progressive shift, not like dire straight like that? Maybe we just go progressive, cutting until when we build ourselves up, so that we don't kill the
I
theaters.
think that that's not how many film critics that are active, like right and shoot videos about the film.
It's cinema focus for like 5, and then there's like 1 or 2 others that
I think we have to create new tools that exercise every single person that people watch. Even the one that even now, people are watching this. Maybe they're asking, it's very early in a never show. They're talking about films. Who cares? Because I think people don't know yet the real value of what you guys are very happy to talk about yet. We need to educate more.
What if another angle?
Yes.
The blacklist thing, the scripts. We say out of these scripts, 10 scripts every year, the government can finance these filmmakers for these 10 movies.
Reward
Reward them.
Reward the top.
The top 10, top 10.
Whatever it is.
top 10 scripts. These scripts by your guys say we nominate these scripts as the best scripts we have read in Kenya. Give them funding, let them make these movies.
Do it now. What
And
are
then-
you going to be different?
Yeah, the thing is, even the government, when they give you money, the government they have money, but they don't want to give money to the film. They'll give you $1 million shillings.
Yes.
Can you make a movie with $1 million shillings?
Okay,
Even
let's,
though they'll give you $1 million shillings.
or let's say they don't give you the money. They say, okay, we can give you this amount of money and we can give you access to grants, but we will guarantee them, or loans from the bank. Maybe I don't know, something structured in a way that these 10 movies every year we have 10 movies that have been made. We have 10 movies that are going to be shown. That at least progressively we start from
That's
there.
flimsy though. Whenever you think of the government,
The moment you start doing the government,
it feels
it's going to be.
In Europe, what they do is, I don't know if France, somewhere
Yeah.
like that, all the movie revenue that comes into the cinema, about 80% of it is taken after they take it and put it back into the film fund. All the movies come there, they're taxed, put the money aside in the film fund. Then that same film fund, give it to the local filmmakers, make movies again, show it here.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. In a way, we could use Hollywood's money to
Exactly,
grow
you
our
see.
own- Yeah.
So the movies now, they might be pricier now, maybe 750, they might be 1,000 from now on. Any Hollywood movie that come in. But 300 or 400 of that money is going to the film fund. You see?
Yeah.
What I know for sure is people, the mass, in order to reach where you was talking about, they have to know how important it is. But we have to build maybe education institutions to educate people why this is important. Then after that, money will come.
Okay, to finalize now, since our guys who they don't care about movies, and it's Churchill, it's up to you now. How do you want to end this?
Before that, can you talk about his latest?
Oh yes. Ah,
It's conflict of interest. It's conflict of interest.
Please talk about it, honestly.
Yeah. So actually, you guys sent me recently Sozi, a short film
Yes.
starring Lina Sande, by the way.
Yes.
Very handsome. Kenya's finest actress,
Yes.
I should say.
And the most-
Directed by this gentleman right here.
And the perfect person to work with, by the way.
Perfect person to work with.
Yeah. Very good energy on set.
I saw the film last week. And I called you guys
Yeah.
immediately after because my reaction was palpable. When I saw it, it felt like Michael Mann. I told you this. Which is a compliment. It's a compliment because the way he blocks the action scenes.
Yes.
Actually, I've never seen an action, because I've seen a few action films in Kenya,
Yeah.
Bakani and them, which are good. But this one specifically, what I liked about it was the blocking, the pacing, how it builds all the way to the end, into that denouement. It just felt like the rhythm was there. It felt like, a piece
Thank
of
you.
art like music. It just felt perfect. There was nothing-
Just to tell you something, we were discussing that in the script, and I told him, this action scene, are you going to execute it well? Can you please remove it and play in a
Safe. You see the producers?
No.
You see producers?
He said, no, I will do it and I can do it. Yeah, that's what I record.
Yeah, but like you said, conflict of interest. If you want a tougher critique, to me, I can
To be shattered. But I'm so glad you like that because
I have a question. As filmmakers in Mombasa, we always are complaining about what the job and and we are here for this. You just say something.
come again and tell the joke. Huh?
You know, people, those filmmakers in Mombasa are complaining about the job and
Let's go to Nairobi.
So, say something. Why is this thing with bats?
Yeah, it's true.
We have a lot of filmmakers, they don't base me in Mombasa. But why all the job goes to Nairobi? If you go to you look for the result of the grants, it goes to Nairobi. We always see the movement of Philly. Why? And the movement. Bro, say something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nairobi, because it's one of the capital city sana. And actually, when I saw your movie, what did I say? I said, after this screening, what I feel like is Mombasa should be the capital city of film in this country. Nairobi, Bali, because the best films I've seen, Mombasa made. Mvera.
That's awesome, yeah.
Sosi is
Mombasa.
one of 3 best Kenyan short films I've seen. Mombasa.
Okay,
That
it's
and how
biased.
I'm a little biased. You just brought me over to Mombasa. But how to dine in Nairobi. There's one for Sisi Masi, I forget the name, Kanairo, and then there's yours. Not in order, but those are the 3 best Kenyan short films I've seen. One of them is in Omleto, so you guys are in good company. But the thing with Nairobi, I was even talking when I don't know this called this, they're trying this thing, Konza Digital Filmmaking City, and I was talking to filmmakers about it. I called Daudi. I was like, umesikia hii story? Samata ana habari. Kila kitu nakuanga tu hapo Nairobi. It's a very solipsistic community. Like I said, there's no unity. This is why I want to bring when I say bringing the film world together, it's not just Nairobi. Because Nairobi is pretty, when you go to those film events and your film festival, premieres, you only see the same people. It's like one community, but to another film event, it's the same
guys you meet there.
100 people, you'll meet the same people there. But when I say bring it together, I want to bring the Nairobi people, Mombasa, Coast. Because like I said, if we're going to make this thing profitable, we can't just rely on the 11 theaters in Nairobi and the money in Nairobi. We need to make it a nationwide, lower to middle class thing, affordable for everyone.
Exactly.
Accessible to everyone in Kenya. Even the least educated person should be able to enjoy our movies. And there's a shift coming. The best material comes from Mombasa.
But now, see, I was watching with him. It's a TV show. You see, Nairobi is it's okay. It can let Nairobi take 80% of it. But now, when production company in Nairobi is telling a story that relates to Mombasa, we have to use.
Oh, don't ever get me started on that, please. Don't even.
Not talk about that. Please.
I was so pissed, Maze. I don't want to mention that show, but
Don't mention the show.
I don't want to mention about the actors from Mombasa. Apparently, it's a character from Mombasa, but they cast him to Nairobi to do a horrible Mombasa accent. And why go through all the trouble of flying someone all the way? And there's actors here, kibao, meja hivi, who can execute it perfectly. I even saw a commercial of another play, brought people from Nairobi to act as people from Mombasa. And
yeah, those are their friends.
it's I don't. And the people behind it are some of them even from Mombasa. Unaona? And I'm thinking like seriously, actors wamejaa Mombasa maze, wengi sana, wengi tu. Good actors.
Sasa zingine ni jina wanaangalia social media following when they cast these days because they don't market it, right? They don't want to put budget for marketing. They're like, we're gonna two birds, one stone. We're gonna cast an actor with 1 million followers. We already have 1 million. They think we have 1 million fans.
Because leo nikamwambia mtu atoka ghetto Nairobi aje actually nitoe mtu Mombasa atimpeleke Nairobi kama mtu wa ghetto Nairobi. Oh, at a flow unless he's a very good actor, which actors supposed to do that. Yeah. If you're an actor, you should be an actor and do it. But if you have actors in Nairobi who can do that already, why go through the trouble?
Yeah.
Or am I being unfair to actors?
No. I get both sides of the argument. Like an actor should be able to do anything, but also from a production side, it doesn't even make sense because you're gonna have more trouble with this person on set. Take after take just to get the accent right.
Exactly.
It's like wasting time, wasting money.
It's not like it's a marginalized community about it, but anyone who can act.
Yeah. Can you keep telling us how many other movies? Just say without explaining the breakdown.
Oh my goodness. My heart almost exploded.
You felt physically affects you.
Yeah.
Thank
Josh
you.
and very sadly,
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Uncle James, my
Uncle
goodness.
James.
Adrenaline. You keep watching until.
It's like watching a horror movie, like it is.
No. Give us a secret. No, they say here at Mombasa, we don't have the audience of filmmaking. What things can we do so that we get an audience so that they move all the production zenye zilikuwa hapa Mombasa, tuseme kama hiyo Daudi, kuna Kifi, kuna Afridev Media, wote walianzia hapa. Unaona? Hata ukiangalia pia photographer kama model photographer alikuwa hapo Mombasani. Kuna time shift wale wote ambao wanafanya in terms of those films. Wanasema huko hakuna audience. The audience is in Nairobi. Are you agree with that, Frank? And if you agree with that, give us the secret so that we bring the audience here because we always believe that in Mombasa we have good actors and good crew and good films. And then after that, give a recommendation to audience who are watching this podcast, the best 3 movies that they can learn in all arts, accept and all film science, in terms of editing, in terms of scripting, in terms of cinematography, in terms of everything, we understand. So that the audience, they can watch and say, yeah, I have got something, I have learned something about this movie.
But when you say as those filmmakers, there's no audience in Mombasa, I think what they're really saying is that the audience in Nairobi, what they mean is the theaters in Nairobi, and the places to show the movies in Nairobi, not the audience.
We only have one theater.
That's the problem.
No, not even theater. No, I had a producer say TV shows that canceling Mombasa content because the accent na stories za Mombasa zinabota watu wa Nairobi, like they don't relate na stories za huku coast. So that's why they're like, now tunapunguza hizi, let's focus more on the Nairobi stories na nini. You see.
That's interesting. Well, I just think it's not to build a culture here. I think people just have to, like I said, people just have to come up with more places where people can watch. There is a theater, having more theater, or like you said, those sporadic showings where you have a little tent and a screen. Just have more of that and build a community.
That's what I'm glad to have this place full of people on the screen and watch. Then not only watch and go, watch and discuss why this movie is good.
Yeah,
Or why
like
it's bad also.
Yeah.
And let people talk about this. I really want to know.
That can answer his
That can
question.
answer that question.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's something I will choose. Okay, I feel we say more food, okay? But also I want to talk about all that and discuss because and see people talking about that movie that I care about. Then let's also discuss. Yeah, I think that can help.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only answer I got, because even right now we're still,
But also
we're still trying to answer that question in Nairobi.
It has with 3 films.
Yes. Actually, I've already given you 2. I've said Season K and Kajem. The last one. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Federico Fellini.
Yes, yeah. I am.
Fellini, have you seen the movie, his earlier movies, the one he did with his wife, Giulietta Mancina? There's one particularly, he did a trilogy, the last one. Not the last one, the second last one, in 1956, 57, called Knights of Cabiria. It's one of the last movies I saw with my ex actually. Beautiful movie. About a depressed woman. Funny. About a depressed woman going through life. My God, that movie, it's just go watch that.
I have to watch it now.
Knights
Reference
of
on,
Cabiria, it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I will definitely.
if you're
I put
to
it up there with Citizen K.
if you were to do a whole day of creating films that people come and watch, like 5 films. So it will be Citizen Ken.
Citizen K, Uncut Gems, Knights of Cabiria. Okay, Uncut Gems, Knights of Cabiria. We have I have to put Mulholland Drive in there for the dreamy.
And I have to put one Kenyan movie also.
One Kenyan movie.
Yeah.
Ningeka Nairobi Half Life, but Nairobi Half Life is a German movie. Make a Vera.
Okay, let's go.
That's great.
Vera.
Then there.
Mbera it is. You're part of Mbera. You're Mombasa, man.
Vera bana.
Okay, 3 films.
Me?
Yeah.
I have to go with number 1, Heat.
Okay.
I think Heat will also, masses will like it. And Snatch, obviously. And there's one movie, I keep on forgetting, and I really like this movie.
The director of Josie loves Heat. No surprise there.
My goodness, it's hard because I have a lot of favorite movies, by the way.
Yeah, it's hard to answer
Yeah.
this question, but it's a really tough question.
I wouldn't take Mulholland Drive because a lot of people won't like it. If it was to create movies for people to watch, I will go.
Marriage Story?
No, I wouldn't want Marriage Story for the masses also. I have to come back again and think about it. But the 2.
Me, I would say There Will Be Blood. There Will Be Blood. Number 2, Green Book.
The one with 2019?
Yeah.
The one that got a lot of hits?
Yes.
Okay.
Green Book.
I actually like it also. I know people hate it
I
that
like,
much.
I like, it's wonderful. And the time, Moneyball. Moneyball.
Moneyball, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I know it's not a sports
film as much as it's a business film.
Oh, if it's sports film, my ultimate sports film is
Yeah.
Any Given Sunday.
Even Sunday, I saw it recently last year.
Pacino, Jamie Foxx, Cool J.
Fuck, the movie is amazing.
Fantastic film. Any
Any
Given
movie by
Sunday.
Oliver Stone. Like,
Oliver Stone is a genius.
JFK, all that.
And when Oliver Stone speaks, he speaks like a professor. Or you see him speaks on forums. Oh, you don't think he's a director.
And then you watch his movies like made by a madman.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
It's a good movie, by the way.
When I saw Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's movie, I was like, I would have liked this movie much better if Oliver Stone directed it. Because it's like the non-linear way.
Exactly,
He's
Oliver
a
Stone.
madman. It's like you feel like
Oliver Stone, the way
Let's imagine I didn't watch Oppenheimer.
you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer.
To this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? You're a Christopher Nolan fan.
I know, but now you can say since 2020, I don't watch movies as I used to watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand.
But also, since that time, I like more Tarantino. I become far from
The mainstream.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
But Tarantino is actually very
it's very mainstream Tarantino.
You see, right now, I hate the idea of big stars and big events. Oppenheimer is very big.
Hey, the
I
biggest
cannot
cast
relate.
in Cuba.
Yeah.
What about Sinners? Have you watched Sinners? I haven't watched Sinners yet.
People talk about Sinners like it's the news.
Yeah.
It was just okay. It's not bad. It's not.
Right now, I would like to see a very simple story from a very small country or small something like that. But this big, I don't relate with it.
Yeah, even me, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of over Hollywood. That's what I'm saying. We go to China. I'm done. I've seen everything they used to see, man.
And they are doing it a lot.
The formula works.
Yeah, it works for us. Definitely.
So now we're ending now. Time is not on our side anymore. I want Churchill to end it today. Our special guest star.
So, man, I just want to take this for you having this talk. It's very fascinating. I think more people should be having this talk in different parts of the different corners of the country. It's good that we kicked it off. Yeah, we deep communication, Mombasa and Nairobi, trying to bridge the two cities.
Yes.
You're the church bearers of this city. We'll try to
And I've worked in Nairobi, and I want production companies to come and work in Mombasa also. I want them to bring their stories here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We should be.
Yeah, and then, we should work together.
Yeah, we should be symbiotic and help each other out. And that's actually the only thing I'm preaching here. Despite my tough words and calling people bomber clads, it's just about coming together and
And it's just you care about this.
I care about that so deeply.
Yeah, I don't. Let's yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to clarify to people, whatever you see this guy is online, behind the camera is the sweetest guy ever. Let me tell you. He's the sweetest guy ever. Kwa camera ni mtu hatari, lakini behind we have very nice conversations about it. And
Oh, Mugshot Café. My friend, this is the best. This is one of the best cafes I've been to ever. Actually, and actually on Instagram, you guys, I have given your marketers a lot of praise. Yeah. But this is the best cafe Instagram page in Kenya. Just very well run. The decor. It's great. I know the camera is not picking all this up. It's beautiful.
I want to have to have a series of films like over and over again. We should be doing this, talking about movies and all that. Yeah, we have to have you back
It's
again.
not our first collaboration. It's our first collaboration, but
Not the last.
it will not the last. Yeah, definitely.
And review even movies. You can even review movies here and you can discuss them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love for you to do a workshop. I will definitely come to a workshop if you ever do a workshop about films.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
start it. Because a lot of kids out there, I think the people going to film school, you're going to a Kenyan film school, reconsider. Come to our workshop instead. You learn a lot more.
Thank you, Chachi, for it. Thanks, brother. It was so much fun, man. So much fun. Thanks, bro. Sasa.